いのつかない感情、難しい言葉などいらないと気づいたんだ。茜に染まった過去と今を癒さしたは修練の炎と心とも、魂を燃やせ尽きない命と共に、奴を道連れに最高のショータイム。この世の終わりが不死の呪い、どちらかが勝利を収める。この炎は消えない。大嫌いだった月も人も少しは許せたから、恨むことにも飽きたし、たださまようだけの抜け殻には興味がないの。不自然に揺れる森の先へ突き立てた指、高架に抱かれる準備はいい。魂を燃やせ、生きてる証を探せ。
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Draft Diff number 5. We have the actual stream along with the actual bracket. I'm here with Big Tilt, and we're here to watch Los Mariachis versus Big AJ Melon. And this Los Mariachis team is kind of messed up. They weren't part of the draft. They're leftovers. And, yeah. How do you feel about this one?
I mean, we have Kai Noob in the midfield position, multiple time MVP in Nassel, and he got a solid forward goalie duo with Mexi Casual and Sovereign. I know a little bit about the soft guy. He's kind of a beast on multiple picks. And Mexi Casual will hold it down on the Dubu and other melee goalies.
Yeah, and on the other side, we have Bam, Tempo Melon, and AJ Cannon. AJ Cannon, that guy, he's normally a caster. He would be here instead of you, Big Tilt. What happened? Why are you up here, and why is he over there?
He's on the run of his life in his tournament and drafted 5, playing really good goalie picks as the Luna. I played against him in warm-ups. He played Luna and Asher, and he looked really solid on those picks. And I'm wondering if we're going to see these coming into this game right now on Atlas Lab.
All right, well, I hope you have an instance of the stream open because the draft's on the screen right now. A bit of an interesting one. We got the Finny goalie, which has been a staple, right? That is like a top 5 presence pick in all of Nassau for good reason. And kind of on the now, this is scary. But on the other side, what do you think of the draft from Big AJ Melon?
We got Zen, Juno, really solid forward duo pick with the Luna in the back, coming in with the dash support from the goal box, and we'll see a lot of core control and damage. Because Zen does a lot of damage. He's a really good brawler. Putting out this hitboxes out, and Juno has all those slimes, controlling the midfield, controlling the space, allowing Luna to dash in and put all the hitboxes onto the enemy team.
Yeah, we'll see if AJ can get it done here. So far, a lot of damage onto Bam, and Sov taking out the Luna goalie instantly, and that is one of the dangers if you linger too long, as Sov and Kainib are collapsing so rapidly here. Looking for the goal, save made for the moment, navigating around, and the big finish doesn't work either. AJ gets it out of there. AJ finds the barrier.
Oh, Bam looking low, and Tuckman coming in with these slimes right now. Get the dribble from Bam with the flick, with the goal.
Oh.
Bam.
My bad, I interrupted you, but holy moly, what a turnaround from Big AJ Melon. It looked like they was completely doomed. AJ was dead, and on the respawn, he got everything.
Yep. Looking at you scary defense right here from Tucker Melon and AJ Cannon right now. Big Nuke coming in with the special from Zentaro, but Kainu and Mexican Casual ice cold on the defense right now. With this offense coming with Sol, but the ball slips past. Bam coming with the dash, almost double barrier coming with the Luna dash from AJ Cannon, looking to secure this goal right now.
Yeah, and this offense is relentless from a Big AJ Melon. It's best of one. All they need to do is win this singular game, but the flip comes in. 2 flips burn, and Sov will take out the goalie to even the game up. That was a big point here for Los Mariachis, but how do you think Big AJ Melon are going to play this kickoff now with no energy on the other side?
Should play a bit passive, but they might look for the damage onto Kainu because he has no evade, and it looked like no cooldown because you spend that secondary really quickly, but never mind that. We got the big finish from the Finny. South looking dangerous with the dash, but we kept core control. Really simple. South coming in with the beautiful strike, and Kainu coming in, closing, collapsing. Let's see if we get this goal right now. Good pass from Sav, trying to get this goal, but no dice on the team of Los Mariachis.
Oh, no, what a strike war.
Dash from AJ Cannon. Getting the ball up, Bam looking dangerous with this flip right now, trying to get the ball, trying to make some plays happening, but maybe it's a reversal. No, close.
Really good save by AJ, and now Bam's on the offense in the corner to Slimes to back up, and so much damage onto Sov here. If they can take out the Juliet, that would be huge. No evade available still, but they gotta watch out for the dash punch coming in. Flip burn, and Sov covers a late dash, covers the flip from Tempo, and that's a 2-1 lead for Los Mariachis. And heading into the next point, I guess I don't really see the damage focus coming in from Big AJ Melon, right?
Yeah, because we got these mag souls and these stacks on stacks. It's a lot of speed for them to wiggle around this damage, and the big reversal from Mexi Casual getting the kill on AJ Cannon and leading to this power play right now, as well as Bam being really low. Let's see if they focus on this damage right now. No, they're looking for the double barrier right now, but good clip from Temple Melon keeping the barrier alive. And as this reversal offense coming in from the side of big AJ Melon, let's see if they get this goal right now. Bam looking really low, trying to put it in with the slice and dice, but good rotate from AJ Cannon to Temple Melon to get the ball forward and continuing this offense and trying to keep Los Mariachis on their toes.
Oh, but Tempo takes a lot of damage from the center now, and dangerous spot to be in. Both barriers taken. Sov setting up, and so much meter. Good save by Tempo, but goes down while doing so. And, oh, huge Oni's played by Bam to get it out of there for the moment, but it's only for a moment. They got to stall at the respawn. Kainu by slip available. Good dash by AJ, but the resources are gone now. Bottom corner, perhaps. Yeah, there's Kainu, and that's the set.
Big confirm with the punch from Sov. Helping out hit stun the goal as kind of slots it in with the core flip. As we come into this draft right now, Sovereign coming in with the MVP, looking at this draft. Ooh, Super Surge. Maybe a big deny from Julia, but I think Julia will probably go size or power. And let's see if this extra special falls down to the Luna. I think they're going to deny it though.
Yeah, denied away by the now, and that's healing. Thankfully, the Super Surge will unlock the Zentaro, but when you look at this draft, it is not looking too great for the side of big AJ Melon. It's really stable for Los Mariachis, right? They get extra healing with the extra special, and the Juliet. Sov is going to score a lot more easily, especially in the 1v1 against the Luna. So it becomes a much scarier game for big AJ Melon here.
Yeah, the win condition for this team is to get these stacks up, get the speed, and just overwhelm the opposition. But Bam looking really low, no evade, no resources, but it's okay. He's living. He has that Zen secondary, putting it in with the slice and dice core stop to get the goal in for big AJ Melon.
Yeah, very, very well played by Bam. Big AJ Melon, they still have the potential to score, especially against the Finny goalie, right? As long as they can collapse in melee range, they have a decent chance. But they got to watch out on the defense.
Yep. As this Finny character has a lot of cooldowns, a lot of damage you can put on this Zen to make them pretty much non-existent on this field, but it doesn't matter if you can't hold the barriers for too long. As the offense comes on for Los Mariachis, good cover by AJ Cannon with the dash. Temple Melon coming in with the Blobber Rain, and Los Mariachis, oh, get the barrier! But kind of using his midfield knowledge to keep the ball in, but the ball slips by with Temple Melon coming in with the slice and dash from Bam, not securing the goal. But good back pass from Temple Melon going to AJ Cannon, trying to maintain this possession right now with the dash. No goal. Clifford comes out. Good straight from Kainu. Gets the ball in. Oh, almost dies from that nuke from Sov. But good attempt on the dash punch. But let's see where this offense leads with the core flip. No dice on the shot though.
Yeah, scary demon angle. Good weight by AJ Cannon. A perfect save against Kainoob now. And in the 1v1 versus Mexican Casual, but Kainoob helps out. Tempo Melon to the other side. Bam incredibly low. Good evade to not get taken out by the drone. And there's Tempo getting the shot in. What a point for big AJ Melon. They were resilient on defense, and they figured it out in the end.
And what's important now is that Bam did not lose the stacks. Even if it's not filled up immediately, he still has 82 of them. And we need to keep these stacks up in order to keep up with all the speed from the now, from the Juliet, and that to not get overwhelmed with all this pressure coming on from Los Mariachis. But Soft coming with the ball right now. Good dash. Gets the core stop with the Juliet's ult. But Temple Melon, no! Oh my gosh! Kind of just killed Bam with the flip. 2 flips burned. You do not want to see that from the side of big AJ Melon.
That was really rough. It looked good for them, and then everything went wrong, starting with that flip, and they got to be really careful. I think the one thing that they can do is double barrier off kickoff. What a play by big AJ Melon to turn things around, but they still got to defend here, and both barriers not taken. Only one so far, which is huge for big AJ Melon, as long as he can get out of this corner, but it's Kainoob. It's so scary.
Yep, Sov not longer staggered from the heal from the now ult, but Temple Melon dangerous with the Juno jump, but the slime doesn't. We just blew up Sov. It's over. No, it's not. Kind of right here, trying to get the ball up. Sov looking really low with no evade, as well as Temple Melon staggered, but Sov gets the ball right now. Sov trying to maintain possession, passing down to Kainoob. He gets nuked, but Kainoob keeping possession right now, and Sov gets taken off the pitch. Let's see if AJ Cannon can get the ball up, use his abilities to secure the goal in with the dash, with the redirect, and the Juno Slime redirect allows big AJ Melon to secure the second set in this game.
That was ridiculous. AJ and Tempo back pass with the slime to AJ to get around Kainub, and they were ready for it. The coordination was there, and that is allowing Hotshot to be picked up for this Juno. That turns the entire game around. That's going to make it way easier for Tempo and AJ to play, right? Because they could cannon the core out of the corner on the defense. That is just a huge pickup for them.
Yep, I'm looking at this Reptile Remedy. It is taken by the Centauro. Good pickup by Bam. Now he will have a little bit more stagger, and he will heal on these strikes, and he won't be able to get staggered as easily. But with this Stinger pick on to the Finny, I'm looking at a lot of damage, and let's see if the Finny will put that secondary onto Bam and make him non-existent for most of the plays here. But it doesn't matter when the Sad Boys angle comes out. It was a close double barrier, but no dice from the side of big AJ Melon. But as you see, Savia kind of secure the goal right now with the unfortunate bounce from the Julie ult. But we keep possession here. Good slide redeck and lair from AJ Cannon, trying to get the ball up. Big dash from Bam, but no dice on the ball. Sav maintaining control of the ball right now. With strike, trying to dash, but doesn't get a good attempt there. Ooh, clinches Bam. Now this is the win condition. Let's try to keep Bam out of this power play right now. Do this 2v3. And let's see if we can secure this goal right now on the side of Los Mariachis.
Oh, but what an angle afterwards. The follow-up, the recovery drone popped the slime, and Mexi,
no.
a rare mistake, sending it right into the slime, and Tempo will say thank you for that one. Huge for big AJ Melon here. The momentum swing completely, right? It was such a close defense, and the Los Mariachis don't get anything out of it.
Yeah, I kind of want to see more like passing plays between the side of Los Mariachis, because kind of will get the ball to Sav, but Sav is trying to take these 1v1 ego plays. But I think he should just pass this midfielder, but the dash punch flip from Sav, getting the kill onto Bam, and we have quick control. 2 flips on the side of Los Mariachis. Let's see if we can secure this goal. But the good flip out from AJ Kid, but the double flip, not having coordination, trying to get the ball out. But Bam coming in with the dash. Juno slams everywhere, putting a lot of pressure, but the dash punch does not kill Temple Melon. And you'll see if big AJ Melon will get the ball with the dash from the Luna. No dice on the core control. Kind of pass, score.
Yeah,
it's that simple. It is that simple.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think Sav was overthinking the offense earlier when hitting it around the Luna is incredibly easy, like character matchup wise, and that's exactly why you said that, and that's why they changed the game plan, right?
Yep. Oh, big no double barrier. Oh, but we got the dash punch hit stun on the Temple Melon, trying to get the ball up, but one barrier falls on the side of this Mariachis, but the strike war win from Sovereign will secure the point for those Mariachis.
Yeah, that was a big strike war win, and importantly, the barrier takes has gotten a lot more efficient. Sav with the stack stacked up has become a lot quicker. Same with Mexi on the other end. We'll see if they can get out of this corner, but no, these punches from Sav have been perfect to get the hit stun, to get the barriers.
Yep, we see these double stacks stacked upon both the forward duos of Kainub and Sav, and we see no stacks on the side of Temple Melon and Bam. The speed difference is really allowing for Sav and Kainub to overwhelm the opponent, but good strike from AJ Cannon coming in with the dash, barely whiffs, and the unfortunate angle into the goal box of the side of big AJ Melon.
Yeah, that was really unfortunate. It was such a good opportunity too, right? But just was slightly not decisive enough on the dash, and you can expect the core to fly like that, really. And now it's getting even scarier. I would even think of the Adrenaline Rush, but of course the best awakening in the game, Bulk Up, is available, and the Juliet is now a bit of a monster here. Not very killable anymore. And so it's going to be very difficult. AJ's picking up a lot of size, which is going to help in the strike interactions, especially with how on point he's playing today. But that Bulk Up Juliet is going to do even more of what he was doing earlier.
I'm very surprised that one Awakening did not get picked in this draft, and that was Team Player. I would think that at least one person would take it, because core speed is really good in these matchups with these ranged goalies where they can't really move fast enough to get the ball fast. But we're looking at Sav right now, really stagger right here, gets dashed off the map, but the barrier is taken. Next casual pushing up with Kainub, trying to get the ball up. Kainub trying to 1v9. Oh no, big dash coming out, but the back hole pops right. And we have a lot of damage on both sides. We're trying to keep this core, but the Juno slams bounce the ball all across the world. And Sav trying the 1v1 AJ Cannon, but somehow the ball gets through from the core speed, and bam, slots it in with the dash.
Yeah, I really like how AJ is playing with this size. He is stepping up. He is not playing cowardly like a Luna that will dash on defense every time something happens. He is walking up to intercept dribbles, to intercept plays, and that is giving just enough opportunities. Like that, a perfect strike down into open space. It's going to be a lot hard to defend here, but with the help of the Slimes, the Tempo Melon, AJ is really playing well right now.
This offense coming out from Los Mariachis have not been enough to settle the score against AJ Cannon. Another dash comes out, but the maybe it gets taken right now. Stav with the big dash bar, just kind of coming with the flip. Let's see a little bit of passing place right now. Good TP from Kaimu. TP's back, and then big save from AJ Cannon. He's the GOAT.
He's the GOAT.
From AJ Cannon, he's playing out of his mind right now, and we need to see Soft lock in, win this 1v1. But unfortunately, he dribbles the ball away, and the good strike from AJ Cannon. He is not letting Soft.
Tempo.
That is unfortunate.
That was not AJ's fault.
No, it was not. AJ Cannon was putting on the backpack, and now Temple Blade comes in with the slime. Unfortunately, own goals, but it's okay. AJ Cannon will not be phased from this. No double barrier coming out. Good rotate from Kainuk to mix a casual, trying to get the ball up to Soft, but the nuke comes in, get a lot of damage. Big dash punch, but doesn't kill. Soft trying to win these 1v1s. He is not playing patient. He's stuck on the layer 1. He's trying to strike war. AJ Cannon, when he sees that doesn't work, but the whiff strike from AJ Cannon doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Wow. Soft is getting way too many chances, and even if he misses the first or the second one, kind of been makes casual, allowing him to get the third, and eventually it's too much for AJ Cannon to do anything about it.
Yeah, the big finish was critical in that final part of that point, and even though AJ is playing well individually on the defense, it is not an individual game right now. And Sav, Kainub, and Mexi are collapsing on both barriers. That's Kainub gone, and Tempo winning the strike war. Wait a second, big opportunity if Tempo can find these strikes, if AJ can find the follow-ups. Bam is back. Sav is dribbling. Almost flip available. You got to be careful against this Juliet. A flip to the bottom side. A flip response from AJ, and Kainub has returned. And the barrier is still not taken. This is still a really bad spot for a big AJ Melon to be in.
Oh, Sav with the punch right now. Bam trying to win this 1-1. Put the good strike from Mr. Casual. Well, not allowed Bam to score it, but Sav, your slots didn't with the dash. Those Mariachis take the set. 3-1 in set count. A really close game coming out for these two teams.
It might be a Los Mariachis win, but you got to be happy watching that AJ Cannon gameplay, right? It was not Bam and Tempo carrying. It was definitely a team of 3 there. They made it to top 8, but they ran into Los Mariachis, unfortunately.
Yeah, as you can see here, AJ Cannon topping the redirects for his team, getting these 2 assists, getting the most damage. Another 1 kill time with Bam and 13 shots. You could see the presence he had on the field. 21 orbs, but the duo of Savin and Kainub would pay too much. They had the offense, and even if Sav kind of fumbled in these 1v1 scenarios, he had chance after chance after chance due to the masterful midfield masterclass that Kainub has done for that team.
Yeah, well, after watching that, what do you think? Who do you think is winning this draft diff? Just looking at the bracket.
Los Mariachis are in a good spot, but I'm looking at Dog Boys right now. Hamster Quest, Vaughn, and Nicky Millerland. That's a really solid lineup right there. And let's see who they face off against, either R or Team N. R consisting of a lot of players. Name Chaotic, Gumi, and Andy7675, and or Team N, which is Average Alex, Snake, and Julak. Specifically for Team N, it's Snake in the goal position and Julak on the brawler. Let's see if that team would go against Dog Boys, but they're pretty solid. I played against them and I unfortunately lost, but that's not about me. It's about semi-finals. That's the more important thing.
Yeah, I'd love to see Team N because I did watch a little bit and Snake Goalie is very interesting. But for the moment, we'll be right back. We'll see you in the semifinals where we'll either watch Los Mariachis or the Dog Boys first. So depending on which one gets ready. But see you soon. Hello everyone, welcome back to Draft Diff number 5, and we're here with Los Mariachis again, but this time they're against Shikara Charcuterie featuring Zanseki, Obscure Breads, and Turbo. This is going to be an interesting one.
Yep. Los Mariachis looking really solid in that last game against Big AJ Mellon. But Shikara Charcuterie has Obscure Breads, the former Bozo Bunch starting goalie. And as you can see in the draft, now gets banned on the side of now is banned by Los Mariachis, and Shikara Charcuterie bans the Atlas, and you can see Finny is first picked as well as Era X. What do you think about that, sire?
Well, I'm looking at the Fini, because that's an Obscure Breads. Wait. No, that's Maxi Casual on the Fini.
Yeah.
Yeah. But still, that's a Mexi Casual classic, okay? But it's also obscure. But anyway, Fini priority is through the roof. The character is incredibly good right now. On the other side, X Era, well, Obscure Breads is very familiar with these two characters as teammates, I gotta say. And of course, the Dakar goalie is also a common pick by Breads. This should be an interesting one, and I think that it'll really come down to just the defensive holds and how much time is bought for Zanseki and Turbo to play offense.
Yeah. Obscure Breads. I'm looking at the matchup between Sav and Obscure Breads, because Obscure Breads will use that shotgun and get that ball away from Sav. And Sav will need many chances to get the ball in the net, but I will not doubt Kainu's ability to get the ball to Sav and Sav's ability to score. But we will see if the Finny will hold longer than the Jakar. But I would just see the Finny literally just put secondary down onto the X. But in this start with 1-2 punch Reptile Remedy, I would like to see the X actually go Reptile Remedy here, because the win condition here is X staying alive and that's overwhelming the Finny. But you can't really, if you pick 1-2 punch here and you're missing a 400 stagger, and that loses the win condition of just having that stagger to play into bulk up. Stagger on big fish is kind of fake. I can't say that, but it's mostly just bulk up there, looking for that power and looking for that stagger just to overwhelm the Finny.
Yeah, well, we'll see if that will be the case. Of course, the Finny win condition, right? Like you mentioned briefly, is that damage, and with the Aimee and the Juliet, there's a lot of ways to KO that staggered target or to stagger in the first place. A lot of potential damage output, especially with the 1-2 punch available. How many Reptile Remedies versus 1-2 punches do you think are going to happen? Are people going to play it safe, or is 1-2 punch going to be the X factor?
I think knowing Sovereign, he's gonna take 1-2 punch. I think Mexi Casual is gonna take 1-2 punch. Kainu maybe will take Reptile Remedy, but I'm leaning towards 1-2 punch. And I think Era X should go Reptile Remedy here. The win condition is just not dying. And Jakar is okay with taking 1-2 punch just for the core speed. A little bit more damage as well.
Well, looks like the teams are getting ready. We should be heading into this game very, very soon. Winner of this is guaranteed top 2, and loser has to fight for the third place match. These two teams have come a long way, and I think Zanseki played this draft pretty well. It's called Draft Diff. Zanseki was the first and last pick of the draft, and just prioritized Obscure Breads. Was like, yeah, I'm first pick. I'll pick the best goalie in the pool. Yeah, that's the strategy, and it worked out pretty well. And of course, later on into the draft, I don't think Turbo's a bad midfielder, right? So it ended up working quite decently for Zan.
Yeah, as we saw in the draft before, it was mostly like, because the last few picks were all like goalies and midfielders. No, it was all like brawlers, like Name Chaotic, the guy that gets, like all those three. Like Zanseki prioritized getting his goalie down, and there would probably be like a good, like, you could see the skill level between the goalies and the midfielder. The goalie was definitely a high pick, so picking up Obscure Breads was definitely the play. But now we're heading into this match.
Yeah. Okay. You're gonna transition, but now we're heading to this match. But I totally agree. Like, we saw a lot of midfielder picks in the early parts of the draft, right? And I think that really panned out in the opposite direction because like goalie is important in a lobby that's inexperienced. Goalie soloing could just be the entire difference in a lot of cases. So anyway, we're heading to the match for real. My bad.
It's okay. But going in right now, I was interesting. It's Eric Goldie and Turbo's on the Drakkar with Slicks. That's an interesting choice. I could say so myself.
Yeah, that is definitely not what I expected, but I do like the Aragoli in this spot. Obscure Breads gets to step up very far into the mid line, and we're seeing the effects here. Permanent offense for Zon and Turbo, and of course both the Drakkar and the X dealing constant damage. This is kind of a return to Era Double Brawler, but in like a different flavor, and Mexican Casual is about to die.
Yep, Mexican Casual looking really low. They do not have Reptile Remedy, so they don't have any extra stagger, and it's looking like the goal will go in.
Not quite. The big finish barely saves it in Obscure Breads. Obscure Breads just plays at the midfield line permanently. And Turbo has just taken out the enemy goalie. There's a Molten Bolt, and there is the goal. Chikara Charcuterie, they know what they're doing.
Yeah, they're playing into damage. With no damage awakening, they're playing for life. They have so much stagger where they're just gonna stay alive longer than the other team because most of the team on the side of Los Mariachis took that 1-2 punch and disregarding the importance of having that 400 stagger on that Reptile Remedy.
Yeah, this orientation of the composition kind of punishes them, really. Like you mentioned, no Reptile Remedy on Mexican Casual. The benefits of the 1-2 punch are nice, but it's hard to survive. There's a benefit there. The core speed from Sov. The flip available in front of the net. Obscure Breads deflecting away for now, but Sov playing patient with the flip, not trying to burn it too early, and Zanseki bounced off the drum. This could be a KO attempt for Sov. No, a flip in front of the net. A punch around Obscure Breads. Timing mix-ups a little bit and catches him off guard.
Wow, I was gonna say that was the worst play I've ever seen from Sov, but it worked out in the end because Obscure Breads didn't use flip. Like, I get the idea from Sal trying to hit stun the goalie with the punch, but the punch just whiffed. And if mind my words, kind of just finds a kill on the Turbo.
Yeah, wow. I did not expect that to happen as Obscure Breads has to rotate all the way around, but a well-timed, well-placed beam will send the core away here. Now Sav with the dribble on top, looking for the barrier take is Mexi as well. The offense pulling through, but Zanseki armors through all of the hits done and gets the core out of there. But I think that the adjustment has been made by Los Mariachis, right? They're not permanently on the defense anymore.
Yeah, well, I would like to point out that Zanseki took like 3 abilities, but he healed all the way back up because of the Reptile Remedy. And look at now, he's using that X Maximus to get the ball in. Punch Mexi Casual, and Mexi Casual is dead. And the unfortunate own goal from Kainu lets gets Turbo get the goal credit for that point.
Yeah, the goofy end to the point, but well played by Zanseki to stay alive, and well played by Chikara Charcuterie to get the core out of there. And they're just pushing on the offense once again, and it feels like once they have the momentum, it is so hard, but Kainu with the dash pop, and the momentum swings once again.
Big finish coming on down from Mexican Casual, trying to get the ball up to Salve. Salve's trying to play his 1-1, but the arrow beam shuts down anything that was Salve trying to do. But Mexican Casual has the ball right now and kind of is maintaining possession.
Yeah, but that's a barrier take. Oh, the flip not used. The core around Sav. Kainu trying to send it forward, but Obscure Breads finds the way around. And Turbo, these dribbles have been really good from Turbo so far, working their way around Kainoob instead of trying to go through Kainoob and making it life difficult for this star midfielder here. Sav navigating the core around, not quite, as Obscure Breads gets to save on the big finish. Mexi and Kainoob below, but the KO is not found here. They can regen. This is not that great for Chikara Charcuterie.
You can see the stagger differences on Los Mariachis. They're basically like the down 400 stagger just because of the Reptile Remedy not being on them, but the Arenado, yes, secures the goal and the set for Chikara Charcuterie.
A bit of a goal steal there by Obscure Breads, I gotta say. But heading into this draft, what are you looking at to really turn this game around or blow the game wide open for Chikara Charcuterie, right? Because even a little bit more damage could be huge for them.
I think Orb Replicator is a must pick on the side of Los Mariachis because they need that stagger, but team play gets picked up by Obscure Breads, and that, I will say, that basically seals the deal. Because team player is broken. Even if it's Taiko Temple, that core speed will just let the ball advance and not let them be on defense and get the ball in, allowing them to get more damage on the side of those Mirachis.
Yeah, and like you said, I would have liked Mexi to pick up that Orb Replicator. That additional energy would have been a big benefit here, but watch out. 2 barriers taken. That's one of the weaknesses of the Era goalie, right? One misstep and your defense is completely gone. Big finish, not quite enough here, and Zanseki winning enough strike wars to get the core out. And an amazing flick pass from Kainoob down to Sav. Sets him up perfectly for the goal. That's big for Los Mariachis. They just got to keep that up.
I think the win condition here for Los Mariachis is not to get overtime, because overtime will just make the core go red and allows them just to end these points quickly, so they don't die or get the barriers. But Zanseki punching Mexi Casual and almost securing the goal right there. Barrier falls on the side of Shikari Charcuterie.
Yeah, I like how they're just willing to commit both members to offense here, Shikari Charcuterie, and let Obscure Breads play defense. Even if a barrier goes down, it's the cost of doing business, really. But Mexi's still alive here. I feel like they need to get this KO, and Mexi grabs the orb just in time and heals up, and they're so close. They're so close to dominating this game, Shikari Charcuterie, but they're only close. They're not exactly quite there.
Oh, big take from Zanseki. Obscure Breads looking to pass the turbo, passing the Zanseki, and the goal is not secured, but the kill. It's Kainoob cannot save the ball against Zanseki. Wide glitch pop, and Zanseki will get that goal.
Well played. We'll see. Well, we'll see what happens here. But it is so dangerous, right? Mexi without that additional stagger is on a timer. And look at Zanseki going in over and over again. Every time Zanseki pushes into the corner, it's more chip damage on Mexi. Turbo as well. This time, though, good hit stun by Saw. Flamethrower to keep the possession up. And actually gets the core into the corner. Finds both barriers. Huge from Saw. And now the passing plays can begin.
Good attempt on the passing play by Saw, but it was intercepted by the team of Shikari Charcuterie. Obscure walking up with that beam, with that flip, looking to secure this goal, playing really aggressive, might get punished for it. He has the flip. Oh, what happened to Mexi Casual? Did he just get...
Zanseki soloed Mexi on the other side of the map, and Obscure Breads. That NATO let him save without using the flip, so he's feeling really stable, but look at that. What is necessary, Solve steps up, finds the KO. And now Obscure Bread's in a lot of trouble here, trying not to use a flip. Desperately trying not to use a flip here as Turbo pushes forward. Bread still, with these primaries, is conserving the flip for the respawn. And what a shot by Turbo around everybody. And now they can go in for the goal with the team player like you mentioned. And Turbo, with the speed from the Xeno Cloak, the dribble down into the goal.
That's the win condition on the side of Shikari Charcuterie. That team player 1-2 pass, red core, goal. It's that simple for Shikari Charcuterie.
Yeah, but the defense is once again a question for Shikari Charcuterie, right? They're in a lot of trouble with these rebounds, both barriers taken, but they've been in this situation before. A bit of a different situation this time, but a good clear by Obscure Breads, and what a shot by Zanseki to the top side, even though Kainoob was there, dared to dream, and found the angle, and now both barriers are down. If Breads can send it forward, that would be huge, does so with the beam. All it takes is one good pass, and Turbo navigating the top side as well. It's a 2v3, and it's looking inevitable with the shotgun coming in, and Zanseki covering the out clear. A big set win for Shikari Charcuterie, even though their barriers were taken often.
Zanseki getting that important MVP set 3x, and all might be over. X will get bulk up. They play into the stagger win condition, and they'll have free 40 power and basically 760 more stagger, and that X will be unkillable at this point.
A bulk up is such a good awakening, right? That X is a monster.
Yeah.
And and the missile prop as well for good measure. They got everything they want.
Yeah, Adarush on the side of Obscure Breads. Maybe if they beam like someone and then they Turbo or Zanseki will secure the kill, they get all their CDs back and they just snowball even more.
Oh, and with this bulk up, Mexi's instantly dead. Missile prop shotgun to finish it off, and I think they've snowballed all the way to Shikari Charcuterie. It's looking like a cutting board that this map it is, and well, the meat is that joke sucked. My bad.
Watch out, Brawler in the net! It's okay. Salve gets the ball out. Turbo maintaining possession. Missed the goal opportunity by Zanseki, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter because they got the rebounds. They got the rebounds locked down. Chikara Charcuterie 2 goals away from the finals here.
Let's see if those Mirachis can figure something out, but it's looking bleak. Zanseki, full stagger, full evade, full meter, and looking for that double barrier.
Oh!
It happens! Right in front of the face! Flip! Like, kill! Goal! Pass! Obscure Bits, put it in!
Okay,
Oh,
well,
big clear by Kainoob. But it's still a 3v1 against Kainoob. They should be able to get this goal, but the barrier falls on the side of Chikara Charcuterie. Let's see if Kainoob can put this in, but it's maintained back to not neutral. Turbo has this flip coming in. He puts it in. He put it in.
yeah, Mexi auto-piloted with the primary. Sent it right back into Turbo's face while having the flip, but it's hard, right? It's such a high-pressure situation when you are this far down. Chikara Charcuterie are looking as good as always, and it's so difficult to play when you're against an X with 3 million stagger and power and everything.
X has scaled. The long lasting it's timeless. X set 3. He needs to get started. He needs that awakenings. And if he gets it, he's really good. But that doesn't matter. It's on matters that Chikara Charcuterie will get the ball to Zanseki. Next casual looking really low down here. He gets beamed across the map. I rush proc. Flip almost on dock for Obscure Beds, but kind of known for playing goalie sometimes, trying to put the ball away from Turbo and Zanseki, and it will not be enough.
It was a valiant effort by Los Mariachis, but Chikara Charcuterie, they bamboozled a bit in the draft, and their game plan was explosive. They got the KOs, they got the power plays, they put Mex Casual on a timer, and they made it look really, really simple.
Yep. Not only they draft diffed in terms of team, they draft diffed in terms of drafting, awakening drafting,
and character drafting, and player drafting, and everything. It's a draft diff.
It was a draft diff. As you can see from the stats right here, Zanseki 2 goals, but he did those KOs. He did that damage. It's basically a mini ZZ at that point. He did his part, which was apply pressure on the low stagger Mr. Casual, allowing for Turbo and Obscure Breads to play up on the midline and get those goals.
Yep. Well, it's a Chikara Charcuterie sweep for now. But when we come back, we're going to have a different semifinal matchup for you. It will be Dog Boys versus Team N. Wait, that's what I wanted to see. Oh,
Yeah?
yippee, yippee, woohoo. All right, see you soon.
づかない感情難しい言葉などいらないと気づいたんだ茜に染まった過去と今を癒す手段は修練の炎と心とも魂を燃やせ尽きない命と共に奴を道連れに最高のショータイムこの世の終わりが不死の呪いどちらかが勝利を収めるこの炎は消えない大嫌いだった月も人も少しは許せたから恨むことにも飽きたしたださまようだけの抜け殻には興味がないの不自然に揺れる森の先へ突き立てた指豪華に抱かれる準備はいい魂を燃やせ生きてる証を探そう
Hello everyone, we're back and we're here with the other semifinal. It's Dog Boys versus Team N. The Dog Boys aren't just two members of the Sad Boys. It's Vaughn, Hamster Quest, and Snake's mother, Nikki Minolin.
On the other side, it's Team N with Average Alex, Snake, and Julak. And an interesting thing is that Snake is in the goalie position, and Julak is playing Brawler.
Yeah, well, it looks like the 1v1 between Mother and Chad will be even more direct, right? And I think that Nikki will score. This Dog Boys roster is looking dominant today. They haven't lost. While Team N, who'd they lose to? Let me check. Team N lost to Chikara Charcuterie. Okay, that's interesting. They've only lost to a team that's already in the grand, not the grand, just the finals. Pretty interesting, gotta say.
Yep. I'm really looking forward to seeing how Dog Boys matches up with Team N with this Nikki Minolin and Snake matchup, like you said. They're both from Texas, right? That's the lore?
That's the lore. That's the lore. That's the lore.
Okay.
But they're from different colleges, importantly. One's from UT and the other's from UTD.
Interesting.
Anyway, we should be heading into the game pretty soon. I'll just pull up the draft, even though they did it already. Hotshot Spec Training, Juno Ban, Rune Pick, Luna Pick. Wow, this is going to be a crazy game.
We see first pick Kazan on the side of Dog Boys, most likely from Nikki Mellon. Vice Rune for Team N. This was basically the same comp that they played against my team, Delta Rune tomorrow. It's Vice goalie and Rune midfield. If you guys know about Hydration War, it's like kind of like that, but the Luna is obviously missing. But they're really looking for Average Alex to put on the damage with that Banish, with that Rune Pillars, as well as the Vice backing them up.
Yeah, this is going to be pretty interesting to watch. It's going to be a very high damage, high core speed game, right? And we'll see whether Hamster Quest, I think, is the main focal point of this game with that speed midfielder. We'll see if Hamster Quest can both survive and also thrive in the scoring environment. But it's not going to be easy between these two teams.
Looking at the awakenings for each team, Hotshot for Vaughn and Hamster Quest, while Nikki Million takes the Spec Training. Nikki Million it's one down. Wow. I was looking at the awakenings and someone just vanished from the pitch.
Yeah, Brickbat lore. Anyway, Nikki Minolin, though, needs to do some work here to get past Snake, but Snake, maybe the role swap has changed their family dynamic here, because Snake's looking like the outplayer and Julak is looking like a great scorer at the moment, gets it done, and that's the first point for Team N.
Looking really solid, and one thing to point out is the hot shot on the Rune. Rune has that core speed, has the slicks, the speed around, and try to win these midfield interactions.
Yeah, and right now, Vaughn on the Luna, not the best defensive goalie, is having a lot of trouble in the collapses because Julak is just bypassing the level 1. Like, who cares? Who cares about trying to strike or the enemy goalie, right? I'm just going to dash punch. I'm just going to use my abilities. It's that kind of thing. Just go for it.
As the big ult comes in, like you said, with the dash punch, not securing the goal. Supernova comes out from Snake, while Himsequest and Vaughn holding solid. Nicky Million comes in, trying to score on Snake. Snake has no evade. Let's see some damage on them. Reversal on Nicky Million. Average Alex getting damaged by the top sling. And the barrier take from Nicky Million.
Ooh, that's a lot of damage to the center. Snake's the one who takes it. That's a lot of power on this Bison. Vaughn stopped in midair by the power cord. Huge for Nicky Minowan, though, with the flip. Not quite enough. Still has the flip available. Not trying to burn it here. Finally uses it, but the pillar's there in time. Average Alex helps defend. The rockets coming in are hot shot boosted, but so far not the goal just yet.
Average Alex trying to win these midfield interactions with the Rune Pillar. He gets it. Maintaining concession. He got the banish on the core, and the ball's bouncing around the place, and Nicky Million gets taken out by the side of Team N. And Average Alex trying to get the ball to Julak. Vaughn comes in with the Luna Dash with that hot shot, puts the ball in.
Yeah, Vaughn clutched up there, and Julak had a moment earlier, just didn't get a good shot, sent it right to Vaughn. A bit of panic from Team N, but it's still an even game, and they're playing quite well, especially in the mid-game, especially in these kill attempts, right? They put on so much damage. Snake finishes it off instantly. One misstep, and the Dog Boys are exploding.
Julak right now, punch. The hit's done. Vaughn ult trying to push the ball in. Snake getting hit by the nuke. Has the flip. Average Alex taking the ball from Snake, allowing him to put back and try to play this defense. Flip comes out. Julak beamed by a Hamsequest, and Small cannot dash punch the ball and wasted the ability right there. Vaughn coming in with the dash, but Nicky Million's dead again.
Yeah, Nicky Minowan took so much damage from the Thunderstruck, KO'd afterwards. Vaughn incredibly low as well. One ability could do it here. Julak looking for the punch, but Vaughn dances around it. But the rebound, not quite in position for Vaughn to save it there. And Average Alex, good rebound, and another point for Team N.
I would think the Era would have a little bit more midfield control with that mag source, with that speed that she has from her secondary, but masterful midfield positioning comes in out from Average Alex. The slick speed allowing them to reach up and get the ball to Julak with that TP, with those Rune Pillars, and now with this defense with Hemsquist pushing in, Nicky Million whiffing with the hook, and Average Alex using his pillar to get the ball in, trying to get to Julak.
Oh, good banish to stall out for a little bit, but no dash punch follow-up this time. Vaughn with the barrier take. The rebound looking scary. Average Alex taking way too much damage here. That could be a KO very soon. The spec training boosted, but Average Alex blinks away. Shadow swaps out of there, and Nicky Minowan's now in trouble, but Snake can't get the strike on the core. Net open. It's a very chaotic game so far.
Snake walking up right now. Oh, Average Alex is taken out. Nicky Million uses press the point. With that 6 speed, with that open barrier, open net, secures the goal for Dog Boys.
Yep, got it done here. Average Alex pretty low on the energy department as well. Julak. Julak?
Ah, it was old. Dweller moment. We missed our abilities. We missed 3 of our important abilities. But it doesn't matter. When Julak will use his strike. 0.9 second strike. And the banish on a Nicky Million looking low with barely no evade. But it's okay. Nicky Million using that slick speed, using those strikes to pass the Hamster Quest. Down with the beam, with the speed. But the Vice Primary allows Julak to get the ball just enough time to slot the goal in for the set win.
Big for Team N to get that set win. It was an incredibly close set, and Snake gets the first pick here. That's even more damage output. That's going to be a Deadeye Deny here. Of course, a team player on the field as well, but it's less effective on the range goalies. Oh, is it going to be the Deny? Is it?
Maybe?
They're
waiting. I think they're trying to see who takes team player or something. Yeah.
What? I feel like you still prioritize Deadeye, no? This Vaughn Luna is going to one-shot everybody.
Yeah, but me personally, I would value the core speed, but it wouldn't matter if Von's just killing them. So it's a kind of a double-sided coin right there. We'll see. Oh, Hamster Quest goes in with the speed.
Really weird bounce off the trapezoid. The backwards bounce, pretty commonly seen, unfortunately. There's the Luna Crater coming in, and there's a lot of core speed as well. Hamster Quest and Nikki incredibly low. That's a barrier take as well, and Nikki about to be taken out. And Average Alex is playing this midfield so incredibly well, setting up so many opportunities and also slowing the game down with the banishes.
These rune pillar placements are perfect as July gets a kill on the Nicky Millen. Snake passes the ball to Average Alex. July comes in with the special, and the red core pushes the ball into the net. Von Dash going wide allows Team N to get the goal.
That was almost a save from Vaughn too, right? That was so incredibly close. A follow-up strike afterwards would have gotten it, but that's really hard to time here. And now Snake with the bomb. Julak with the strike afterwards sets it up perfectly. And Average Alex the rebound. Snake almost caught that rebound. This projectile awareness is really good, and Vaughn barely misses the angle. Both barriers taken now with both alive on the other end. Average Alex makes a save once again. The NATO finally, no! The barrier's still not taken!
Rock solid defense from Average Alex and Snake. Snake looking very comfortable in this awful position as he passes down to Average Alex using his slick speed. Get the ball in. Snake, Ego Strike Wars. Nicky Millen gets the ball. Trying to kill Nicky Millen right now. Nicky Millen, watch out!
Yeah, now the pillar for the rebound onto Julak top side. Snake looking for the follow-up as well around the Von Dash. And it's just constant pressure coming out from Team N. The chip damage, Deadeye doesn't even seem to matter when the burst of pressure is so uncommon. Good save by Nikki with the slip, but it's not quite enough as the rebound comes in once more. Vaughn forced to evade to dodge the punch, but doesn't have the strike afterwards, and that's another point for Team N.
Yep. Average Alex is using those pillars to the best visibility. It's a masterclass. He's using those pillars to cut off all these angles, all this space, and even if he doesn't have mags, he can just walk. He can walk to the space. He can cover all the distance, but unfortunate TP by Snake allows Hamster West to get the ball, pushing in with the NATO. Julak with the flip right now, uses the Clarion Expanse, trying to get the 1v1. Vaughn gets the strike ward and puts it in.
Snake forgot. Luna dash is 3 million times easier to win with now because you get a strike reset off of the dash, and Vaughn was so aware of that. He saved the strike until Snake striked, and it was like taking candy from a baby.
And Julak comes in, even though he was beamed, he got the dash punch. Dash punch doesn't take away the hit stun ability. As Average Alex, another beautiful rune pillar placement, but it's Clarion Bouncy House. Oh.
Yeah, these bounces are scary now. Snake in a lot of trouble. Nicky Millen with the follow-up. Nicky Millen with the 1v1 outplay. Gets the goal in and sends us to another 0.5. That's 2 in a row.
If I were Team N, I would just push this point inside and just focus on now. It's just Bouncy House. You gotta focus on now, right? And Julia coming in, gets help with Snake as the TP's in with the eject button. Average Alex using the slick speed, getting in position as the chain lightning gets the ball, gets the barrier. Nicky Millen gets hit by the supernova. Hamster Quest looking dangerous with the flip. The backline of Dog Boys has 2 flips. They'll use it. They secure the barrier. Surely.
Oh, there's a big dash mode from Julak. Not quite enough to get the kill. Not very close to it. Good dodge by Snake, and there's a KO onto Hamster Quest. Vaughn with the flip available will be forced to use it around the world, but right into the hands of Snake, who has a flip right past Vaughn. Perfectly placed, and that's another 0.5 to Team N.
Beautiful placement from Snake, from that core flip. Getting another well-deserved MVP. Let's see what coming in this draft. Twin Drive looking really, really valuable here. It's a good deny from the Luna, but I'm not sure he's going to take it. Also, let's look at this fighter flight possibly onto the room.
Yeah, that's going to be the Reptile Remedy taken. Twin Drive Luna is going to be activated here. And, of course, that fighter flight, like you mentioned, is going to be huge for Average Alex. It's still looking really scary for the Dog Boys, but I feel like they have slightly more win conditions compared to before.
We're trying to play into the Spark game with that Spark of Agility. But Julak is there in the back with that Spark of Leadership, even if it's Spark of Leadership, even if it's kind of bad. He still has it in the back door. Even if they lose the set, they still have a win condition with that. as Julak looking dead. He's looking dead. He's looking dead.
Yep, Julak's dead. A big opportunity for Nikki Minowan. Good defense so far, and the pillar is good, but they pass around it. Back to Nikki, one barrier taken on the other end, but still a huge advantage here for the Dog Boys. They can get a good shot, they can get possession. Average Alex still interrupted by Hamster Quest and Vaughn. These corners are looking so claustrophobic with the rune pillars activated, and as long as they can keep it on the other side of the field, it's looking scary. But there's Vaughn, there's Nikki, there's a supernova to deflect it away for now. But with the twin drive, that push could happen again.
Oh, beamed. Julak does not get the barrier. Square maintaining possession of the ball, passes right into the snake, and unfortunately does not get the barrier. He has to flip. He uses it. He's trying to wait out the strike timing. Julak gets the barrier, trying to maintain possession with the dash. No dice on the goal, but Average Alex is there with the good positioning. Parallel to Julak, slide in on the bottom side. Easy goal for Team N.
That's big for Team N here. It's crazy how Team N just doesn't have a name. They should just pick the name.
Yeah, they don't need a name if they're playing like this, I'll be honest.
Yeah, that's true. Average Alex getting it through. Julak low, but has the rebounds up. Dash attempted, not quite enough, but Average Alex still much pressure in the corner. The pillar forcing one barrier taken on the bottom end, and Julak has the flip available. Uses it at the perfect time. Good deflection by Hamster Quest, but avoiding that massive NATO was really the reward of that one.
As you can see, what I'm looking from Julak, he's trying to play in these scenarios where he's trying to hit stun Vaughn, but Vaughn being the Nassau player he is, knows the timing, knows the positioning, knows the spacing, but the bandage comes out from Average Alex, but no barrier taken!
But they're so incredibly low. One hit will take out Hamster Quest and Vaughn. Okay, 2 hits, I lied. They're so incredibly low on the stagger department, but the crater perfectly placed. A snake with no options remaining. Julak approaching with the rebound from Average Alex. Flip available. Average Alex to the top side. Plays his life perfectly, and they're 1 goal away.
But that backpack on Average Alex, he is carrying the whole team. You see him, he has those hotshot pillars, he has the space, he has the control. As he's walking up with another rune pillar, he gets the first barrier, the second, the dash push whiffs on the supernova, it comes in. No, bad bounce from the Julie ult, resulting in a barrier loss. As Vaughn pushes in, gets banished, let's see you get the kill. No, good TP, but the Luna Nuke hook comes in. Snake looking 1v1. Julak dashes out and secures the ball out from the side of Team N.
They have so much energy. The barrier taken. Julak, Snake, passing play. That could be it here. Good deflection by Vaughn on the timing. Miracle save and a miracle goal by Nikki against Average Alex. Somehow the Dog Boys stay alive here, but they're still down. They're still 1 point away from elimination from this potential finals here.
That moment of hesitation from Julak, he was trying to play that hit stun game again, but Vaughn knowing that, he puts the ball in, but he gets hit stun by Julak. Julak put it in. Bouncy House, let's utilize these bouncing angles, but the NATO from Hamster Quest gets the double barrier for Nikki Millen. Hamster Quest coming with the flip. Nikki Millen gets the bouncing house kill. Vaughn coming in with the dash. Hamster Quest maintaining control of the ball, trying to get the ball, goes around the world. Hook comes out from Nikki Millen, does not hit the ball. Vaughn passing that Hamster Quest. Julak hit stun Hamster Quest. Julak hit stun Hamster Quest. I'm over my words right now. Snake delays the strike, but the top spin from Nikki Millen will secure that second point for Dog Boys. Oh my gosh, Sire, this is a heater game.
Yeah, the craziness is real. Like, it looks like one team has the clean goal play, but there's a miracle save and it flips over to the other end. Julak, though, hesitation on the dash punch, doesn't get Hamster Quest down, and now Nikki with a chance. It's the third set 5. Will the Dog Boys be able to come out on top this time is the question. But right now, it's looking scary. So much damage on the Julak and Alex. There's 1 kill from Nikki. It's a 1v2 in the box. Nikki Middleton, Vaughn, the rebounds coming in. Looking for the goal here. Trying to hit some Snake away. The save's being made for now. And Average Alex incredibly low. Taken out. It's a 1v3. Can Snake pull a miracle in the corner? And Julak comes back just in time. The flamethrower to stall it even longer. Vaughn going in. The NATO going in. Nikki Middleton looking for an opportunity. But they can't get it done.
Masterful layering by Snake and Julak, maintaining their strike timings, and Vaughn with the good clear, doesn't need to use his flip. Passing plays coming out from Nikki Millen and Hamster Quest. Vaughn with the dash, gets beamed, looking for this flip right now, trying to get the ball up. No dice on the NATO, but Julak trying to strike the ball into the barrier. Nicky Lane goes wide with the hook. Vaughn misses his flip. Backwards beam from Hamsterquiz. What is going on right now, Sire? And the kill on Average Alex. Flip goes in. It's in. No, it's not. Julak gets beam, uses primary, trying to get the ball, trying to stall out. Hook gets strike weight by Snake, knowing the matchup right now. Vaughn coming in with a dash, strike out by Snake. And the unfortunate strike placement allows Vaughn to dash in and get the goal.
Is Snake the best goalie in this tournament? That guy went crazy in the 1v3, even though the KOs were coming through from the Dog Boys. His aura just made it so that the shots weren't on target. And now we're in another set for the Dog Boys. They stay alive here, but it's not going to be easy to close this one out.
Looking at these awakenings right now, Missile Prop on the Luna and 1-2 on the Kazan. These win conditions are even furthering, but as you can see, there's no spikes here. And that allows for Dog Boys to scale even more in this next set if they're able to take it.
Yep, the Dog Boys, they survived, but they're up against Snake with his career best goalie performance. Okay, my bad. My bad, Snake. Caster Curse. This point's over. All good.
All good. As you can see from these builds, especially Vaughn. Vaughn has the most disturbing Luna build. Hot Shot, Deadeye, Twin Drive, Missile Prop, Eject Button. He's just all over the place right now. But going back, Average Alex gets the banish, looking for the kill on the Nick Millen. No dice, but striking towards Vaughn. Average Alex is, and Nicky Millen going all over the place, using the size from Kazan, using the damage, using the top spin, using the slam down from the secondary, from his open primary, and Vaughn dashes in, putting down the nuke. A lot of damage on the board.
A lot of damage on the board, but Nikki stays alive. So much damage from the Monu NATO, and Nikki finds a strike war. It kind of feels like the Dog Boys have what they need. That Missile Prop might have been just enough damage to 1-2 punch as well. And of course the core speed to get past this Vice goalie. It's kind of like a pseudo team player.
Yeah. They're leading into the win condition of just putting on the damage, putting on the pressure, forcing them to position in a way that they have to be aware of these cooldowns as a double barrier falls on the side of Dog Boys. Vaughn really passing around the hitbox of the room, but the Venus off the board. Julak with the Shaolin kick.
Oh my. Team N, they get it done. It looked over for them, but Julak finds it right below Hamster Quest out of the range. And if you're Hamster Quest, you're probably not happy about that slight mistake, but you know you're still 2 points up. You still can send it to another set. You're still up. You still got to get it done here.
Yeah. I think the win condition for the side of Team N is just playing up. Just use any resource. Just get win kickoff, win his interaction. Don't let it get on the side of Snake, because if he's playing defense, he's losing. He doesn't want to be on defense. He wants to be in position, using the secondaries, using the eject, going in, trying to get the ball up. As Average Alex puts down the pillar, Julak trying to dribble around, hook resets, NATO trying to go in, but the banish comes out. 2 people banish, barrier taken, ball going up. Snake will save his flip right now. Vaughn looking really low. Hamster Quest has to flip. Vaughn almost just kills himself. Help Vaughn. Vaughn got beamed, but Snake looking for the kill, but he TP's back just to be safe. Vaughn coming in with another dash. Julak punches air, trying to keep control of the ball, but slight mishap on his part.
Yeah, dangerous spot now. Hamster Quest flip available. Snake, Supernova. Dangerous position to be in, but now the team player is truly activated. We almost forgot about that, really, given how it hasn't played too big of a part recently. Another pillar coming in. Nicky Middleton with the possession, perhaps a flip around to the other side, and Julak will cash out. Good cash out from Team N, but this next point's going to be scary with 2 flips available for the Dog Boys.
Okay. There is an out for the Dog Boys, and I'm looking at Average Alex. Either shoot him, make him evade, make him waste a flip, but the banish comes out, looking for the kill on Hamster Quest with that CTO. Oh, flip goes in. Nicky Millen whiffs the hook. She has to flip. He's trying to use it as well as Hamster Quest, but Vaughn misses the dash, unfortunately. But Snake, using his God tier strike placements, will get the ball out. And unfortunately, Supernova timing, trying to get the ball, but the nuke kills Julak full screen.
Two barriers down now. Hamster Quest and Nikki with the rebounds. Vaughn in with the core speed dash. A hot shot coming into play. But they got to get it past Snake. And Snake has been so solid on the defense. Average Alex helping out as well. Getting it out of the corner. Now Julak and Average Alex. They have so many angles of attack here. You got to watch out. Nikki Middleton's got to do some magic at the moment. The pillar not blocked. The core sent backwards. Average Alex in the corner. Good pass to Nikki. So much random core speed coming out from Vaughn. But it's not quite enough. And Nikki's taking so much chip damage as well. Got to be careful and evade out from Average Alex, who stays healthy. And that's Hamster Quest going down. That's the rebound. That's Julak with the dribble. And so many cooldowns available. Snake setting up. Nikki with the save. But they can't get it forward. Snake with the team player to the bottom side.
No.
Julak with the miss. But on the rebound. Secures it. And Team N survive this incredibly scary game against the Dog Boys. The 4.5. And they win it here.
I was scared of that Kaz attempt from Julak, but stone cold, ice cold, cold killer in his veins puts it in and secures that final spot against Shikara Charcuterie. That's the matchup we want to see.
Yeah, that was incredible. From Snake, Average Alex, Julak, all three of them played so incredibly well here. Like, holy moly.
Oh, yeah, looking at the redirects, I mean, it's an Average Alex sweep. You could see 68 shots, 223 redirects, way more than the next level with a Snake, which is 191. You could see his presence, like, the rune shut down the lanes. Like, CTC is mostly lane maps with the expanse, with like you basically play lanes and the goo and stuff like that. But those pillars really held it down. They just blocked off all the paths, and eventually they just scored with the red core.
Well, with that, our finals teams are decided. It's Chikara Charcuterie versus Team N. Both teams that have looked incredibly powerful over the course of today. We're going to see that after this break. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you very soon. Hello everybody and welcome to the finals of Draft Diff number 5. I'm here with Big Tilt and we're here to watch Shikari Charcuterie versus Team N. How are you feeling about this matchup?
This is some big implication. We're playing for big money right here, and this is actually I'm pretty sure this is a run back, right, Sire?
Is it? Shikari Charcuterie Team N? I'll check their pool. Yeah, it is. The only team to have defeated Team N was Shikari Charcuterie back in round 1 of Pool 1. Isn't that crazy?
It is. It very is.
Wait, that means
Well,
Team N
is.
has taken the longest possible path to get here.
Yeah.
Starting with a team featuring you.
Yeah, I mean, we were actually even like tied sets at one point, and then it just fell apart. Sadly.
No, so if you think about it, if Team N win, you were the second best team.
Yeah, I would take credit. I will take credit.
Anyway, now we're heading in to the game here. Clarion Test Chamber, Shikari Charcuterie on the blue side, and the Team N on red side. How's the draft looking?
Okay, so Juliet is banned. CC, thanks to CC. Shikari Charcuterie bans out the Juliet, giving respect to Julak, and a ban comes out from Team N is the X. Scared of Zanseki using those punches, and the team comes of Kazan, Drek now for blue side, and red side is Juno, Atlas, and Rasmus.
Turbo's been really liking this Shikari. Did he pick it versus you? Sorry, no, you two didn't play.
No.
Damn, wrong team. But Turbo's been really liking this Shikari. It performed very well in the previous match we saw Shikari Charcuterie in. And now they have to worry about average Alex, though, who's working with quite a bit of core speed.
Yeah, with this missile prop BD start, they're looking for... Oh, I'm looking at this Atlas with that missile prop. Missile prop Atlas is still strong. Don't let the doubters brainwash you. Atlas is still a good character. As
Is
Turbo goes, I think so. He's still solid, even though he got nerfed a bit with that. Not a bit, like his primary, like lingering, it's still there. But Atlas is still Atlas. You can't change his kit. He just has a kit that you can't really take away, where he will always be there in the meta.
Insane core speed out of him nowhere. Zanseki shot it right into Snake, but like I can't blame Snake for not reacting to that. What was that? 0.1 core speed? Hello?
The expanse coming out from the middle. Zanseki slams down onto the barrier. Obscure Breads on the now pick. His coveted now pick, and the double barrier comes out on Fusher, and the reversal for Zanseki getting the barrier against Snake as the shotgun comes out from Turbo. Flip comes out. Good flip from Snake, layering his strikes, but the bounce unfortunately goes back to Zanseki, and the dash goes out, and Obscure comes in with the now mine, trying to pass around Turbo, trying to pass around Zanseki. Strike shot whiffs as Average Alex cleans up the defense for Team N.
Yeah, the defense is coming in quite well, but Zanseki is just consistently rebounding down to Turbo, and the Atlas can't reach that bottom pocket. Well played by Shikari Charcuterie to consistently just get these rebounds, get these passes, and just work around Snake.
Maybe Snake should have picked the Vice here more for comfort, but you could see that Missile Pop Atlas is a good incentive to pick the character, as Average Alex gets the big error orb. Revive comes out by Snake, trying to save his teammates. Double flip going on the side of Team N. No flips used. Obscure Breast just clears it past everyone, and Julak gets the... He just lost his mind. Julak just lost his mind, trying to recompose himself as Average is ping-ponging against Zanseki with the whiplash from Julak, trying to secure this barrier, but stone cold defense coming out from Obscure Breads.
Yeah, the barrier still standing is huge for Shikari Charcuterie here. Average Alex large once again, but Obscure Breads no trouble defending here. The Alex strikes are good, but these aren't getting enough pressure on the barrier. Julak with the follow-up with the hook back and does manage to get around Obscure Breads. Big opportunity now for Team N if they can get it around Turbo and Zanseki. But Zanseki has that flip. If the barrier goes down on their end, it could be so incredibly dangerous here. Zanseki a little bit too close to the wall, and Obscure Breads to the top side will manage to find a defense as Julak continuing to put on the pressure but taking a bit of damage as well. You gotta watch your health.
Juliak gets a strike in. Strikes right at Obscure Breads, but Obscure Breads was in primary lockout. Good mix-up coming out from Juliak.
Well played by Juliak. And that will be a point on the board for Team N to maybe bring it back all the way. But this average Alex Juno is being limited quite a bit, right? It kind of feels like the Kazan Drakkar is kind of just nullifying a lot of the Juno's power by these follow-up hits. Same with the Now as well, actually. This Juno pick not feeling quite the greatest here.
Yeah, Obscure Breads got his, I would say, his top 2 pick as the combo comes out from Turbo, getting the kill onto Juliak. Mine goes out, pushing in with the speed as Obscure Breads, trying to pass the Turbo, passing the Zanseki, but the good offense falls apart. Average Alex getting the ball, good clear from Obscure Breads, good strikes, good placement, good composure coming out from Courage Charcuterie right here.
Really composed. That was such a dangerous spot to be in. The barrier almost taken, but they didn't flinch. They just walked with the core and made sure it got out of there here. Average Alex stepping back, trying to help out a little bit more on the defense. Zanseki pushing forward, interrupted once again by the hit stun. And yeah, oh, Turbo. That's the Molten Bolt into lock and load. That's a huge power play here. But the question is, can they get it around? Can they get it around Juliak? Can they get it around Snake? And so far, the answer is no. But that flip will buy a lot of space. Panic flip out of Snake, taking a lot of damage here. And a press the point, Zanseki secures the set win.
Yeah. I would like to say that Snake off the Vice isn't playing as confident as he usually is. Maybe he's trying to play a bit more conservative as he's more on the defense now. As the draft coming in, we're looking at Bulk Up, Glass Cannon, Recovery Drum. A lot of good picks here for either side.
Yeah, that Glass Cannon is what I'm looking at. Obscure Brett's is going to have so much mobility, and importantly, that mobility is taken away from the Atlas, who has to settle with just denying size here. That does not feel very good if you're Snake, and this is going to be difficult. But maybe the one bright spot is that bulk up, that additional power, the additional bulk, and potential core speed here for average Alex as well.
I do want to say Explosive Entrance on the Juliak is really good for him because Explosive Entrance is 50% impact damage as well as more speed, and we all know that Rasmus loves those primary kills, so that's another win condition you could be looking for. As Obscure Breath passes beautifully around Juliak's hurtbox, and the reversal gets the barrier as Juliak is trying to win this 1v1, which will not happen as Turbo comes back on the defense, but the good hit stun from Juliak as he's trying to maintain possession. Average Alex keeping the ball right now. Juliak trying to approach, gets the ball out. Hook comes out from Zanseki as Average Alex is ping-ponging with Zanseki, and the Molten Bolt secures the goal.
I didn't think that Molten Bolt would hit. It was like the very edge of the hitbox, but Turbo knows, got the timing into the bottom part of the net. That's a huge goal for Courage Charcuterie. It kind of felt like Team N were building up a bit of momentum, right? They were getting a lot of damage on Zanseki. They were forcing out a lot of abilities. But with that one shot from Zanseki and the follow-up from Turbo, all of that momentum is stopped.
You could really feel the lack of an eject goalie presence here, as they're not really confirming these offensive pressure, as Juliak tries to find a primary kill and good preemptive revive coming out from Snake, saving average Alex's life as they both walk up to the core trying to maintain this defense against the Courage Charcuterie.
Turbo's doing so much shift damage here. Flip trying to catch the core, barely misses, but it's still the offense being kept up here. Juliak taking a bit of damage. Same can be said about Zanseki. Topspin goes wide, and Obscure Breads continuing to play this midfield position. These lanes on Clarion Test Chamber are doing a lot of work for Obscure Breads' game plan.
Juliak, another fish for the primary kill as Obscure Breads cleanly clears it out. Good now mind coming out from Obscure Breads, knowing his positioning will save that barrier as Turbo uses the Xenocloak trying to push the ball against average Alex. Layering abilities on the average Alex. He preemptive evade. They can shoot average Alex right now and look for the kill.
They could, but he's also pretty bulky with the bulk up. I think they just look for the goal here. A lot of core speed activated in overtime. Same can be said about average Alex, though, who has those bulk up slimes right now. Dangerous position. Obscure Breads around the world. Juliak in position. Trying to find the rebound here. The strike war win. Obscure Breads bypasses it with the primary. But this midfield's where the core is being stopped. The lock and load, not enough. Snake with the flip out. And Juliak hits on just enough to not be in position to follow up. Turbo. Oh, Turbo! The Xenocloak core speed bonus. Just enough to get the rebound off the middle and into the top side of the net.
Beautiful placement on that strike from Turbo, securing that second point for Shikara Shikiri as Julak almost gets killed by the top spin from Zanseki. Preemptive revive comes out from Snake trying to save Julak's life as Zanseki is pushing up with Turbo. They flip positioning right here. Zanseki is trying to play on the midfield line as they rotate back into positioning. Julak trying to win this 1-1, but Obscure Beds, as the NASA player he is, expertly evades that situation and clears it with cold composure.
Yeah, Obscure Breads, I mean, that Nassau Grand Finalist, not just any Nassau player, right? An incredible goalie to be able to do so, and right now is just continuously making it difficult for Julak and Average Alex to get a clean position onto the net. Julak now maybe a chance, but no, a little bit too preemptive, and Turbo capitalizes. The barrier taken, though. Maybe an opportunity for Average Alex to get a surprising goal. Just like that, Obscure Breads, a rare miss against the Slimes, and Average Alex will say thank you and still keep the flip.
Look at these resources right now on the side of actually Shikiri. They have 3 flips on deck right now, as Average only has the flip for the side of Team N, as Shotgun comes out from Turbo, passing the ball to Zanseki, keeping this corner offense right now. Mini Bozo Bunch like play as Turbo is trying to get the ball to Zanseki. Flips on deck. Obscure Breads passing the ball to Turbo, keeping it on the bottom side. Strike warring the whiplash from Julak. Saves by Snake. Preemptive flip from Average Alex, and he strikes right into Zanseki. No flips needed, only strikes.
That's crazy. Chikara Charcuterie, they're taking 3 flips into next round. they saved flip for next round like a joke, and they still won. And they haven't dropped a set all of playoffs, apparently. This Chikara Charcuterie team is going crazy right now, and that Primetime is going to do a lot of work here. The team player going to be denied by Average Alex. That's a very good pickup to make sure the game doesn't completely get out of control. But even then, it's looking scary, right? That stack on stacks on Obscure Breads. Once those are stacked up, he's going to be unstoppable.
Interesting drafting coming out from the side of Team N. I really like the drafting from Average Alex and Snake, the team player and Orbit respectively. But Julak surprisingly goes Super Search here and misses out on the spec training. I think that the win condition is to get these spec training kills and get the momentum up, but he opts for the Super Search, getting a little bit more speed on his whiplash as Zanseki goes to the ball, passing down the Turbo, and it's just ping-pong. It's pure neutral state.
Yeah, I would have liked spec training as well for the hook pull away on Obscure Breads, right? That those kinds of plays are so important here as Turbo pushes forward. Zanseki with a rebound, not quite enough. Julak looking for a pendulum swing, not enough either. And the shot goes wide from Zanseki too. Everyone's missing just barely. It's such a tense situation.
Comes back on the midfield line. Everyone's positioning around the ball. Snake walking up to the ball, trying to use the missile trap primary to push the ball through as the hook comes out from Zanseki, trying to strike well against Average Alex. 3 flips on the side of Team N. 1 is used, trying to use the forward speed to bounce around the ball. But 1 flip goes out. 2 flips go out, and no barriers are taken.
Snake defending as well, but if these points are long, then the team that's happy with that is Chikara Charcuterie, right? Obscure Breads is building stacks for free, and also they thrive in this high core speed environment. Average Alex, of course, is a problem, but Turbo, look at the dribbles, look at the moves, top shot, and Zanseki is there to threaten as well. Even if Snake had gotten the strike on that, Zanseki would have confirmed it.
Beautiful layering coming out from Turbo. That checkmate scenarios is what they're looking for in order to secure this game, as an unfortunate error comes on the side of Chikara Charcuterie, but good evade from Julak, evading the top spin kill as he tries to 1v9 the whole point, trying to save his life, his team's life, as he tries to confirm with the Rasmus Prime, does not get any goal, and Julak is about to die. He's at low health.
Yeah, he gets a little bit of healing, but not quite enough here. Tags with the Molten Bull. Julak with a play, but Obscure Breads has a follow-up using the primary and then saving the strike, making sure to keep this goal secured as Julak is still staggered here. The Slimes could be a threat from Average Alex as the timer is slowly ticking towards overtime, but that's a power play, and that's going to be difficult. It's going to be a difficult game to play for Team N here.
The win condition is clear for Team N, trying to play for the orb rep and the team player. Get these flips, get these core speed, get these goals, because Julak is really struggling against Obscure Breads because he's trying to play these 1v1s but isn't really confirming. He's not really doing the best he could to get these goals as the ping pong happens. Julak gets possession and a wide strike comes out. He's running all over the place trying to get the ball. Sounds like he passes in the Atlas primary. And average is no evade, they might look for a kill, but like you said before, Josiah, the bulk up keeping the Juno beefy, keeping them up at health, and they finally find a Rasmus primary kill, and Obscure Breads is ice cold. He doesn't flinch at the sight of Julek's flip, and they will maintain possession right here.
Zanseki as well helping out defending in the enemy half. Flip burned here, not going to catch the core, but now Julak a bit of a threat. There it is. There's the hook from Julak that we were looking for, and that will create a goal for Team N. But they got to do a lot more than just that, right? Obscure Breads is not getting scored on easily at all.
Yeah, they just need to slow it down, play for this core speed, play for this overtime, and overall just play more like together. They're trying to play these 1v1s. It's kind of like they're playing average Alex is like playing double defense, and they're sending Julek out to play these 1v1s, but double flip comes out on the side of Team N. That's not what you want to see here. Barrier comes out and on for the whiplash almost on goes, and Julek walks into the expanse, gets the barrier, but only one. Sanseki looking dangerous right here. Turbo using the Xenocloak, trying to push the ball in and press the point. Secures the goal.
Well played by Zanseki, and yeah, we need to see some more hit stunning from Julak, right? He was doing it a lot on the Juliet in the previous game that we saw them in. We need to see it again here, this time on the Rasmus. Instead of trying to aim for the core, instead of trying to aim for the quick goals, you got to be patient. You got to be aiming at the goalie, really, especially when the goalie's as good as Obscure Breads. But that cross snipe does work out for Julak. These slimes are coming in on the follow-ups, but Breads will continue to make the saves here.
Snake corner clearing against Zanzeki, Turbo. They're parallel together. They're looking really dangerous on this offense right now. They're trying to layer these strikes. Average Alex and Snake together, but the lock and load does not secure the barrier. We're passed into the now. Drone gets the barrier with the hook, with the confirm, with press the point. The open primary coming out from Zanzeki, trying to get the ball. Turbo looking for a kill. They find the kill. Good confirm with the shotgun into the flip. It might be over, Sire, for Team N right now.
It might be. The core speed to the bottom side is Zanseki. Pulls it away. What a combination play from Chikara Charcuterie, and Team N was just not ready. It's a dominant victory in this draft diff for Chikara Charcuterie here. They don't drop a single set throughout the bracket stage, and they take first place.
I mean, it is a Chikara Charcuterie sweep. Obscure Breads, goalie, ice cold blood in his veins, not flinching once. And that whole entire playoffs, they didn't even drop a set. I'm pretty sure, like you said, they kept it solid. The corner offense coming out from Turbo and Zanseki. Oh, like I said, like Bozo Bunch, they probably got Obscure Breads to coach them about that. They told them, okay, we're gonna play like Bozo Bunch and we're gonna win, and that's what they did.
Yeah, Bread's saying, guys, this feels like playing with the Bozo Bunch. I don't think there's a higher compliment. You mentioned it, right, Big Toe, during one of the points. You're like a really Bozo Bunch style play, that kind of thing.
Yeah, Zanseki covered the out as Turbo kept feeding it into the corner, and eventually the strikes went layered on the side of the defense, and they eventually just pushed the ball in, and they got the goal. It's very simple.
Yeah, I'm trying to wrangle them into a VC for a quick interview here. Chikara Charcuterie got it done. Okay, there we go. Let's move. Go to KO them. Do you see it?
Okay. I think so, yeah.
Okay, go.
Here.
Hello.
Yo,
Hello.
Congratulations on the win.
thank you.
Thank you. I'm
Oh
excited.
my god,
I'm just I'm so hyped from this.
for real. Oh my god, hype.
All right.
Ugh.
Well, I guess I'll start off with Zon. How'd you go about the draft this time? You were first pick and last pick. What were you thinking going into it?
So I was thinking that there looked like there was a lot of midfielders, and some of the midfielders that I wanted to take, like Turbo, for example, are not really that well known. So I was surprised that he wasn't picked to the end, but I just saw Obscure Breads. I thought, I just got to pick him. Got to get that goalie.
Yeah, a really good strategy too. I think a lot of the other earlier pickers thought differently, right? We saw a lot of midfield picks instead, and then the goalie pool ended up not being as strong later.
Yeah, that's true.
Right, and final pick in the draft, but performing incredibly well, Turbo. You picked a Drakkar quite often. It looked really good, and overall, I guess, how's your experience playing today?
It was awesome, man. I'm gonna be honest. I like Zahn said. The moment I saw all those midfielders being picked early on, I was like, I'm cooked. There's no way. There's no chance. Because like he said, I was like, nobody knows who I am. But Zahn picked me last, and that was hype as hell. And yeah, no, the Drakkar. I've just been playing it a lot recently, and it's actually really good. So I just played into it as much as I could. It was fun.
Yeah, and Breads, you mentioned it was like playing with the Bozo bunch. How was it?
Oh yeah, because we did like a quick warm up scrim, and it wasn't going the best, But Turbo said he wanted to play the corner offense, and I know a thing or two about the corner offense. So we had we had Zahn change his positioning a little bit, and we ran the corner offense all tournament, and it felt awesome.
Oh, I love covering
Real.
that out player.
Oh my god, it was amazing. What do you do when there's a gun right in front of you? You know what I mean? Like,
And a little bit more on the topic,
crazy.
on the Taiko Temple game, I think we were expecting it to be the Breads Drakkar goalie in the era midfield, but when we saw it swapped, we were like, oh, that makes a lot of sense, I guess. Breads, you were standing on the midfield line a lot, and that permanent offense, I guess it worked against all the teams in this tournament, really.
Yeah, I mean, because that's part of that's part of what makes the corner offense work, is having the goalie be a little offensive too. It's why it works
It
against the
was
melee goalies
huge.
too.
Did so
But
much work.
A lot of it is because I trust my midfielder, because I really just sit there behind them and help them win.
It helped, man. It's huge. I don't know. I mean, when you got somebody like right behind you, it feels like you just win everything. It's crazy.
All right, Big Toe, do you have any questions?
No, not really. All I say is that good job, everyone. It was a clean sweep, and you guys deserved it.
Hey, we
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Right, well,
Real fast, I do want to go ahead and give a couple of obvious shout outs, but first got to shout out Drop Loto because I have had a few people coach me overall in the past, but I think Drop Loto was the one who actually focused the most on coaching me. And after he taught me the Bozo Bunch collapse method, which Breads also talked about a little bit, things just became so much easier. So huge shout out to a couple people like Drop Loto, Bugged for always cheering me on, Eclipse, Cragley, Scandals, Michaela, Boxcard because he is the Eclipse coach and he has helped us out a lot. So yeah, I just wanted to give a couple of shout outs.
all right, Turbo, I guess, what are your shout outs for this one?
I mean, shout outs to, my teammates actually for this. I mean, shout outs, Breads, shout outs, Zahn for picking me.
Oh yeah.
And yo, shout outs to also the teams I'm on and for this season who picked me up as a sub. We's Little Bees and frickin' esports. Those guys are the goats. Yeah.
Or Breads, any final shout outs before we disappear?
I'll shout out the Bozo Bunch, but I mostly want to shout out Turbo. I actually had never heard of this guy before this tournament, so I had no idea what to expect going into it. But he bossed up and he performed every game. It was great.
Hell yeah. And if I could say one last thing, I haven't been looking for any teams for Nasser or Nassel. I'm not a sub for anything other than a starter for Nasty, but after this, I feel pretty good. So if there's any teams that would like to have me as a sub, that's cool.
Hell yeah.
All right. Well, with that, congratulations once again to Chikara Charcuterie for winning. Wait, I got pinged. Oh, right. Okay, so Achi just mentioned something. This is kind of huge for the Chikara name, isn't it, right? Right after Chikara won OSAS for the first time in this big draft diff.
Oh, that's true.
Okay, well, I don't know where we're going with that one. I think we're just ending anyway. All good.
W Chikara.
Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks everyone for playing in another draft diff. And See you in a while. It's supposed to be a break week, but the stream's turned on for some reason. Goodbye.
Huge.
That ending.
GG.